Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Crimson Lights, Audra met Victor. She questioned Victor's lack of response to her communications. None of those texts, Victor thought, showed that she had progressed with Kyle as he had told her to. Audra retorted that she had a great scheme in the works. Then, Victor said, "I think you should put in more effort." Audra inquired about the funding process for her business. The urgency was high, she noted. Victor answered that he had provided her with a contract that satisfied her requirements. She was stupid to assume he would give her money until she produced results, he said. Audra assured Victor, "I promise you, I will never turn on Kyle." She interrupted his departure by stating that she needed to assemble a team. "That will happen eventually," Victor said. He went on to say that he was not interested in learning the specifics of Audra's plan to woo Kyle. Victor claimed that he would deposit funds into Audra's account to launch her business each time she made progress against Kyle. Audra declared that Victor had no faith in her. "No, he didn't, not at all," Victor responded. Audra wanted Victor to tell her what she needed to do to establish her worth. "It's really easy," Victor answered. "Give me results." Audra insisted that she was dedicated to both her business and Victor's goal. He wanted to know what her new business was called. "Vibrante," exclaimed Audra. After expressing his approval, Victor requested the corporate account number from Audra. Audra wondered if that meant he was giving her money. When she achieved results with Kyle, Victor promised he would. Kyle stepped into Crimson Lights, and Victor got out. Audra made fun of him for being a Nepo baby and questioned why he wasn't playing golf. Kyle was informed by Audra that Jabot was in trouble and that Vibrante, her firm, would defeat him. Although Kyle praised Audra's moniker, he stated that her items would need more than just a gaudy handle to be competitive. Many wealthy companies have attempted to outperform Jabot, Kyle cautioned Audra. "Your pet project has no chance of succeeding." In an attempt to make fun of Audra, Kyle asked if her new firm had a lab, employees, or even business cards. In an attempt to flirt, Audra told Kyle that he was aware of her abilities on all fronts. She implied that he was excited about the prospect of going up against her in business. "Kyle will be invited to Audra's big opening," she added. "All the women there will be using Jabot products," Kyle retorted. Audra and Kyle were interrupted by Claire. Claire asked Audra why she was usually so impolite after Audra made fun of her. Claire informed Kyle that Cole was ill after Audra left. "Cole would be all right," Kyle told Claire. As the two shared a kiss, Audra watched them from a distance. Kyle told Claire that Audra was only being herself. Claire was curious about Audra's knowledge of makeup. Claire inquired as to whether Kyle thought it strange that Audra felt the need to criticize him about her new venture. According to Claire's theory, Kyle suspected Victor of being associated with Audra's new business. Claire disclosed that she recently found out Victor was once again doing business with Audra, and it seemed like a clear attempt to undermine Kyle. Later, Kyle went back to Jabot and called someone. He was curious about Vibrante's condition. Victoria and Claire assisted in getting a very ill Cole ready to visit the doctor at the tack house. Victoria escorted her ex out the door while Claire waited behind. Cole expressed regret for being ill. Chelsea went to a meeting she called with Sally and Summer at Society. Chelsea urged her two friends to remain receptive. Sally asked her assistant to send Summer a text before Chelsea could mention what she wanted to discuss. Marchetti's swimsuit line was highlighted in the message. The pictures were beautiful, in Summer's opinion. Chelsea revealed that she might be leaving Marchetti due to a job opportunity. Summer inquired as to if Chelsea was being offered a job by another fashion firm. Although she wasn't prepared to discuss the specifics of her new employment, Chelsea reassured Summer and Sally that no other fashion company was interested in hiring her. Sally claimed to know what the work was, but Summer was at a loss for words. Chelsea was asked by Sally if Adam would like to collaborate with her at Newman Media. Sally went on to say that since Adam didn't trust many people, it would be extremely on brand for him to invite Chelsea to collaborate with him. Adam appears to be a lone wolf, but Sally pointed out that he needs other people around him. Summer stated that losing Chelsea would be a severe setback. Chelsea said to Summer, "I don't want to leave you in a lurch." Chelsea then proposed that Chloe be promoted and that Sally take her place. Summer inquired about Sally's thoughts on adding the title creative director to her job description. "It was something to consider," Sally said. Summer expressed her regret at losing Chelsea, but suggested that Sally could take over and facilitate a smooth transition. Sally stated that she would need to first figure something out. When Sally revealed that she, like Chelsea, had received an offer of her own, Summer was shocked. Summer inquired as to whether a rival was pursuing Sally. If she were to quit, Sally remarked, Chelsea and Chloe could take over the day-to-day management of Marchetti. The thought that she might lose both of her designers shocked Summer. Kyle informed Diane that Claire adored the house at Jabot. Diane pondered whether Claire had decided against joining them in the Abbott residence. Kyle claimed that Claire moving into the Abbott home would be a slap in Victor's face. Claire, Diane reasoned, was the ideal candidate to slap Victor. Diane questioned how Victor was still able to exert such authority over his grandchildren and grown-children. "What Victor gives them comes at a terrible price," she said. "Some of Victor's relatives do push back," Kyle noted. Diane had no idea where that resistance had led them. Kyle pointed out that although Claire was interested in Victor's opinion, she would keep putting pressure on him. Lauren and Michael went to eat at the Genoa City Athletic Club. Michael told Lauren that he had warned Jack that Victor was intensifying their conflict. Lauren was afraid that Michael's action might worsen the situation. She was afraid of Victor's response if he found out about Michael's conversation with Jack. Michael feared the consequences of a full-scale conflict between Jack and Victor. Michael was reminded by Lauren that he was in danger. When her husband learned that Michael had spoken to Jack, she asked him what he would do. Lauren went on to say that if and when Victor finds out about Michael's behavior, Michael will be his victim. "Don't worry," the legal hawk assured his wife. He had a strategy. Lauren pointed out that following one of his plans, there's usually a mess to clean up. She inquired as to whether her spouse had yet to learn his lesson. There was no plan, according to Michael. To forget that he had mentioned it, he advised. Lauren advised Michael to call Victor and quit, as she had planned. Michael inquired as to whether Lauren was issuing him a deadline. The lawyer declared that he would uphold his loyalty to Victor. No one would be harmed, he declared. According to Lauren, protecting Victor legally was one thing, but what if someone was harmed? "I intend to remain here," Michael declared. He wished to avoid a total catastrophe. Michael questioned Lauren about her lack of faith in him. Diane saw the couple at that very moment. She was afraid of interrupting. Lauren wanted Michael to explain their conversation to Diane. Diane became interested. Michael brought up the new Abbott mansion, changing the topic. Diane came to the conclusion that Jack, her boss, and Michael were involved. Diane questioned Michael on whether he was more loyal to Victor or his buddies. Following Diane's departure, Michael questioned Lauren about why she had placed him in that situation. According to Lauren, she questioned whether Diane was correct in assuming that Michael's true loyalty lies with Victor rather than his buddies. Michael bemoaned the fact that Lauren either doesn't understand him or doesn't want to. Victor pulled out his phone and texted someone back at the ranch. Michael looked at his phone at that moment. He wanted to see Victor, who it was. Before it was too late, Lauren told her husband to go.